Good morning. Good morning. Hello to everyone out there. Another day is on us. Just waking up and starting to work my brain some, doing some thinking. I've already started looking into some news articles this morning. I've pre-read a couple. I think it might help reading them before I go live. Whenever I go live, I find myself um, making tiny mistakes that I'm pretty sure won't happen if it's not the first time I read through. But yeah, I do rewatch portions of whenever I go live, and I am trying to catch things and notice things that I can do better each time I go live. Just practice talking and flapping my gums. Good morning, John. Yeah, last night I ended up watching the very last thing I ended up watching was Aaron Raw, Aaron Raw, and T Jump. They did a debate here recently on uh, does religion do more harm than good? And it was an interesting debate. Good morning, Big Z. All right. Good morning. Yeah, it was an interesting debate. Like whenever I saw the title, I was like, "Oh, who is arguing for what on this one?" But T Jump, uh, he brought statistics to it, and there are some plus sides to religion. Um, he crunched numbers. You would have to go back and watch it to get all that data. I did not retain all that information. But in the gist was is that even though religions do harm, there is a good that um, kind of outweighs it. Um, but I think there was something because Aaron Raw was um, debating that it does more harm, and I still do think that um, certain religions, if it got framed to where you're looking at specific religions, the different mindsets of those different organizations, I think you can see more things that are questionable. And I the like one of the things I think that got missed was that they're like, you know, well, so it's all right to tell white lies if you know we're gonna get this net good out of it, so it's okay to do white lies. But I think that was the mistake. Is it's not the lies. The reason why the benefit of it is the community aspect of it. Like when people get sick, they have a community that can come together and help that person through that hardship. The community aspect of it, the connection to a group of people is, I think, is what makes um, certain religions, uh, well, just the concept of religion. It was an interesting debate. It really baked my noodle. Sandy said something to me the other day that made me pause and think. Whenever I heard her say, uh, uh, I'm, you know what? I don't think I'll be able to um, quote her exact phrase. I'd have to go back and look at it again. But she made me pause and think about what I was saying, or my train of thought. See, I'm looking at the chat right now. Yeah, Andrew Hall was in town on Saturday and was able to go to the diner and a little bar hopping. Fun dude to hang out with. I don't know. I'm envious, John. That is awesome. That was fun. Sandy, good morning. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or maybe it was the day before that. I had to go back and look. Um, yeah. Um, which, thank you. I mean, that's, I enjoy thinking, and you know where I am wrong, I do want to make it right. I don't want to stay wrong. So if I am really out of line on something, yeah, I would want to know about it. But yeah, my kitty jumped up in my lap this morning. Why does Tobin have blackout curtains? Ah, um, that's because there there's a project that I'm working on, and this is a backdrop for that project. But before I talk about that project, I actually want to have a significant portion of it done. Because yeah, yeah, the, but yeah, um, where am I going? Where are we going? Later, Big Z. Thanks for coming by. Yep, gotta go get the plants watered, huh? And take care of them. I saw them grasshoppers, John. That is wild. Yeah, it is a trip whenever insects can have these times where there's so many of them. The last time it happened to us was Asian beetles, which I don't think they are what they're like the ladybug, what people think of as the ladybug. But these things were freaking everywhere. Hey, what's up, Uncle Jesus Show? Good morning, holy, eternal, omnipresent greetings, end of the line clown circus world. Oh, you're going getting to go fishing. Right on. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of reel are you gonna be using today? Yeah, I've done some bass fishing. I had found uh, a lure that was like a topwater lure. It I was hitting those bass pretty damn good, and I got the technique of how to function the pole to where you will entice and lure the fish to it. Yeah, I've caught me some fish, and I can throw a cast net. I can throw one out there and bring in some smaller fishies. You got stung by some yellow jackets? Damn. Yeah, that burns. I mean, it's like putting a lit cigarette out on yourself. The last time I received a sting, I thought I had sweat dripping down my back, and I did one of these numbers, like just like kind of get the slime off of me, and there was a bee there, and he got me. That, but them wasps, whoo, they pack a pretty damn good punch, and they don't lose their stinger either. They can come back for you. You can get hit multiple times. Mm. There was a time my kid was eating. He was in a chair outside, and we're eating outside. I would happen to be rolling on my skateboard, and I was rolling towards them, and he's sitting there with the plate in his lap and eating, and I see this red wasp come up and land on his ear, and then it stung him. Like he did that whole number. He didn't even. There was very little time for him to react to it. It just like came and then hit him. Yeah, it does. That's for sure. It does for sure. Yeah. So I have looked up a couple of articles here I did find interesting. Like this one that I was reading. This one's about Stonehenge. A study upends a 100-year-old theory and suggests further discoveries to come. This one was written by Justin Jackson by Physics.org. Came out like 22 hours ago. It is a pretty amazing site with their getting that weight up there. That would be a feat. But leverage is something that has been very helpful to me, being uh, an average height person, and I'm less than 115 pounds whenever I'm soaking wet and have my pockets full of stuff. So I've had to learn to use leverage in order to move heavy things. Pulleys, you know, to using something to pry underneath and make it have a counter lever. Okay, this says a team led by researchers at the Department of Geography and Earth Science, Aberystwyth University, UK. Okay, see, yeah, and I don't think I pronounced Aberystwyth University, UK correctly, but they have discovered a secret about Stonehenge, Stone 80, also known as the altar stone. They're suggesting it did not come from the same source as other stones used in construction. Many of the smaller stones are believed to be derived from a source 140 miles away from Stonehenge, but the altar stone is different and may be from a quarry much further away. Interesting. So it, it sounds like they're saying that it's going to be brought in. Heading out now. All right, Uncle Jesus, you have a good day and enjoy the nature. It's good to get out there and get some of that fresh air. It's nice being out in it. One of the things that I've been suggested to do is to do, and this is something that was new to me. I hadn't ever thought of it or had somebody uh, share with me the idea of doing walking meditation, which was pretty interesting. And it's just where you keep the focus on the sensations of being outside, the smell of the air, hearing the birds, or whatever animals. It's just staying, keeping your thoughts on that, refocusing your thoughts onto this sensation and like being in the moment. It is nice, and especially now, it's like been much more easier to be outside. But yeah, so I've been trying that. Let's see this. Okay, so they're saying in a paper the Stonehenge altar stone was probably not sourced from an old red sandstone of the Anglo Welsh basin. Time to broaden our geographic and strategic horizons. Published in the Journal of Archaeological Science. The research team details how newly acquired information is overturning a 100-year-old theory. The altar stone at the Stonehenge is a unique stone among bluestones of Stonehenge due to its sandstone composition, which contrasts with the predominantly igneous bluestone forming the inner circle of the Stonehenge. Bluestone refers to the smaller stones at Stonehenge, which have a bluish hue when wet. It is pretty amazing what you can do to a stone, like getting those rock tumblers and stuff and like washing the rock, what looks really dusty and the appearance of the outside is not always what's on the inside. Good morning, trees. Good morning. Oh, Silver Wolf came in too. Oh, hey, what's up, Silver? Good morning, y'all. I'm just hanging out, uh, checking out some news articles, getting informed with some stuff. This article is about the Stonehenge, and they're saying that the center altar stone may be from a different place than what is the outer circle. And that's what's cool about science is it's not set in stone. Whenever we can show evidence against the whatever's the common knowledge at the time, it can be shown with evidence that hey, this is wrong and we need to change it. One reason why I think many religions that are dogmatic like that and like cannot make changes, those are the bad ones. Those are the ideas that's just not a good concept. And that's one thing about life, like it is always changing and so much of it is out of our control, and so many people, you know there's frustration and depression that can you know can happen to a person. They experience that because they want something to stay the same, or they're trying to make something change that they really can't have a control over. So being able to accept change and be able to grow is important. I saw something else too that had in- interest me too. This is Tech Explore, Instant Evolution. AI designs new robot from scratch in seconds. This one's by Amanda Morris from Northwestern University, from Tech Explore. Yeah, once AI gains general intelligence, strap in because it's probably going to be a wild ride. I'm totally interested in what's going on in that whole sector because it is moving forward, whether you like it or not. See, a team led by Northwestern University researchers has developed the first artificial intelligence AI to date that can intelligently design robots from scratch. A team led by Northwestern University researchers has developed the first artificial intelligence to date that can intelligently design robots from scratch. To test the new AI, the researchers gave the system a simple prompt: design a robot that can walk across a flat surface, which that was achieved quite a while ago. They can make a robot jump, twist, and do flips. While it took nature billions of years to evolve the first walking species, the new algorithm compressed evolution to lightning speed, designing a successfully walking robot in merely seconds. But the AI program is not just fast, it also runs on a lightweight personal computer and designs wholly novel structures from scratch. This stands in a sharp contrast to other AI systems, which often require energy hungry supercomputers and colossally large datasets. And even after crunching all the data, those systems are tethered to constraints of human creativity, only mimicking humans' past works without an ability to generate new ideas. The study will be published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. We discovered a very fast AI driven design algorithm that bypasses the traffic jams of evolution without falling back on the bias of human designers, said Northwestern's Sam Kriegeman, who led the work. We told the AI that we wanted a robot that could walk across land. Then we simply pressed a button, and presto, it generated a blueprint for a robot in the blink of an eye that looks like nothing like an animal that has ever walked the earth. I call this process instant evolution. That's pretty freaking amazing. Look at the trees. I'm having some coffee, getting ready to go to the grocery store. Gotta get your mind right, right? Religions have a lot of thought stopping devices built in, like don't question the God or the preacher. Yeah. And see that hierarchy, that that is one of the things that I think is an issue. Um, I do like the humanist principles, and I would align myself with any religion that values those principles as well. Like many humanist organizations have a set of principles, and what I found is that the different organizations, uh, they have a way of phrasing it to their own original, but the ideas are the same. And I found after reading and looking into these organizations that I had already like agreed. I like those were things that I valued already. It's not something that I have to work towards to be able to fit in with the group. I already strive to adhere to those principles. So, um, so a beef with organized groups, if that's what religion is, because they provide a social safety net, I'm all right with that. but I'm not all right with these organizations, acquiring funds and then you know putting some people at the top to where they're like living up on the high horse, or to where it harbors uh pedophilia. Yeah, and you people who are talking about uh all the you know pedophiles in Hollywood and pedophiles in the freaking sex slave and shit like that. It it's a real thing, but not like how they're portraying it. And their organizations, their religious organizations who harbor those kind of people, they keep those people safe. And it's not just the Catholics. Kyle, good morning. Good morning. I'm not a pacifist either, Trees. I will fight to defend. Um, I am not an aggressor. I know my abilities, but if I feel threatened and I have reason to think that I am being, you know, it's me or it, regardless if it's a freaking human or an animal, I'm gonna treat y'all the same. Really, if you're gonna harm me, I might. I have killed things. I have not ever killed a human, but um, animals, snakes that I felt threatened by, I have. But yeah, I have fought and I will fight for myself. And I don't think it's necessary to kill, um, like some people do, who think that if you are shoplifting and you run out of store, that it's all right to be shot. Kind of like what Donald Trump was saying at a Trump rally yesterday, I think in California, if I'm remembering correctly. This happened recently, where like he's talking about uh, somebody running out of a department store, and he thinks it's right to that person just to be shot. Like, holy shit. So we're gonna just totally drop our judicial system and due process, and just put a group of people and say, oh, you guys get to decide who gets to live and not, like that is despicable to me. It leaves a lot of room for people to do horrible things and get away with it. Look at the tree says, I have humanist values, but I'm not a pacifist. I can be pushed to violence against my fellow humans. Yeah, I agree. While pacifists might have moral high ground in most cases, but I'll punch the fuck out of the. Yeah, fucking I. Yeah. Sandy says, Trump would love to have us all shooting each other in the streets, from what I've heard. It is disgusting. Disgusting. Um, and I am skipping over those kind of news articles, and I am doing it uh, purposefully, because I don't want to start my day off like that. Like, really, this time right here that I'm live, getting to hang out with y'all and talk with y'all. Um, I'd rather look at other news articles and things to be informed about. But it's all right if we end up talking about it. It's fine. Uh, but that one resonated in my mind whenever I saw that. I saw that on David Pakman. Uh, he was sharing a video of him at one of those rallies that he's doing, and I heard part of the speech, and his words, his ideas are an abomination to um, society. And not only is it the words that he's saying, but the crowd's reaction. The crowd's reaction almost punched me in the freaking nads just as hard. Like, I was like, whoa, people are actually like, there is a large audience. Like, you can hear them just like, ah, like, yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Are y'all forgetting where you're from? It's like they've thrown out uh, their morals and ethics. It doesn't matter anymore. They just want to be right and do whatever the fuck they want. Fucking assholes. Like, and really, uh, I try to be optimistic that most people are pretty freaking intelligent. I think I could be wrong on this, but I think I haven't looked up any stats on that. That's an interesting. Hang on, let me ask that. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna ask Aiden first, and then I'll go to Google and see how that question gets answered. Good morning, Aiden. Aiden says, "Good morning. How can I assist you?" Are there more smarter people on the earth than there are the stupid ones? Are there more smart people on the earth than there are stupid? Intelligence is a complex and multifaceted trait, and it's challenging to categorize people as simply smart or stupid. People vary in abilities, knowledge, and skills. It's important to recognize that intelligence exists on a spectrum and different individuals excel in different areas. Rather than dividing people into binary categories, it's more accurate to say that there is a wide range of intelligence levels among the global population. Some individuals may excel in academics or intellectual pursuits, while others may excel in practical or creative fields. It's a diverse world with a wide variety of talents and abilities. Hmm. I do like the answers that I get whenever I talk to Aiden. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to speak it into it. Are there more smart? Oh, mm, I wasn't sure if it was doing its thing. Let's see. Are there more smarter people than there are stupid people on the earth? I got a Quora um, result at the top. Do you agree with me that there are more dumb people than dot dot dot? Seeing an article from 2016. This is based on IQ scores from healthline.com. What is considered a high IQ? What's average? What results mean? The IQ scores of most people are represented in the middle of the bell between 85 and 115. Overall, about 98% of people have a score below 130. 98% of people have a score below 130. If you're among the 2% with a higher score, you are the outlier. Which I don't even know what my IQ is. I could not tell you. I have not challenged myself in that way in a very long time. Maybe I should, but I need to sit. I'm looking back at the chat. I see what I've already read. Oh, Trees is saying, "Oh yeah, Trump is going to be in the headlines for years to come with all the trials." Yeah, Trump supporters are cult members, and they have their bubbles online. They have their places where they're not getting their ideas challenged, or they just don't participate online. But it is wild. I was looking at a local newspaper here recently. Um, there was an accident I really wanted to learn about that happened not too far from here. And while I was on the page, I was blown away at what this local newspaper, like the articles they were displaying on their website were pretty mind blowing in the way that, like leaning towards the conspiracy theories and, you know, ultra religious ideas, uh, or ultra Christian ideas. It's difficult it, to like change the way that you talk whenever you start to define a word differently. Because I used to use the word religion and be like, oh, it's, religions. And whenever you start looking into that, it's kind of difficult to say all religions are, you know, actually harmful. they have some kind of dietary restrictions or um, some kind of form of oppression where you got to watch what you say, walk on eggshells, or um, anything against their preconceived ideas that have been fed to them through right wing propaganda is fake news. Yeah. And they don't want to hear it. They just close it off with that one saying, "Fake news. It's just fake. That's fake." And they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it either. And some people get emotional about it. They will. They'll buck up and like get all um, loud about it. Strange, strange. But I do have some stuff I do need to get to today. There are some important. I need to go take care of some stuff, so I'm about to head out and start taking care of some things. But I wish y'all all well-being, and I look forward to hanging out with y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and talking with me, checking in with me. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. This is this is good. I like to be able to conversate with people, work my old noodle right here, see if I can't uh, learn some new things and change some old thoughts that could be wrong about the way I see the world. Yeah, y'all have a good day, and I'll be looking for y'all on the old interwebs. You'll see me around. I'll be around. See y'all on the flip side.